Hello everyone, welcome to the web development course from Desic Uni. So here we will be learning a lot of stuffs related to our React.js. Okay, so we will be diving deep into the concepts of React.js and we will be learning a lot of things that you should know as a React developer or as a software developer. So basically, what is this React? Okay, and why exactly would you use this React? So for that we have a answer, that is React JS is a library for building user interfaces. Okay, so what are these user interfaces? User interfaces are nothing but UI, we call it UI, right? These are nothing but what the user is seeing on his screen. Okay, so previously we have built some web pages using our HTML, CSS and JavaScript. In those we have built some sort of web pages, so those web pages are nothing but the user interfaces. In our React JavaScript also we will be building our web pages as user interfaces. Okay, so learning React.js will definitely give you a greater edge while applying to the internships or full-time opportunities also, because most of the companies are preferring to React JavaScript, and also some companies who have their web pages built on some other languages or other libraries are shifting to this React. So that is the reason you should have to learn React JS. So basically, when it comes to saying how we build our web pages using our React.js. So there is a concept of React JavaScript, and also there is a concept of React TypeScript. Okay, so see, React JS is sort of different from our React TypeScript, but both are having the same similarities. So to understand that, you can go to the official documentation and you can learn the differences over there. Okay, so in a simple short manner, what I can say is JavaScript is a superset of the TypeScript. Okay, so learning JavaScript will have a greater edge. So after learning our JavaScript, you will be switching to some frameworks, as we had discussed in our video of frameworks. Like building the web pages just with JavaScript or just with HTML, CSS is not enough. You should have to include some frameworks or libraries over there, right? So here in this course, we will be learning about building our web pages using React. So basically, we are using here the React JS, React JavaScript, that is modern React JavaScript, we will be using over here. Okay, so after this, JavaScript library for building user interfaces, all these things we already know. But why would you still use JavaScript? Or why would you use React.js? We have built web pages using JavaScript, right? So those web pages was working fine, right? We had all those functionalities over there, they were working very fine. But why would you use React? So for that, what I can say is React is a popular JavaScript library for building user interfaces. But why is it very popular, and why are most of the software developers preferring to the React.js? So it is widespread adoption is rooted in several compelling reasons. So for the first, I can say is React's component based architecture promotes code reusability and maintainability. We had learned some features of these frameworks, right? That is, in React.js we have component based architecture. We will be dividing our task into small subparts, and also those small subparts we can use it again. Suppose you have built some form for your web page. Okay, let's say, let's say you have built a sign in page. Okay, so that sign in page will be sort of similar for your register page also, right? So there we can use the concept of code reusability. You don't have to write the same code again and again. This will definitely reduce the work, and you can deliver your project very fastly and easily without writing the same kind of code again and again, and making it easier to develop complex applications. So our React, it also employs a virtual DOM. We have learned about the DOM manipulation, right? What is DOM? DOM is a document object model, right? We have learned it. So which efficiently updates only the part of web page that changed, resulting in better performance. When you make some changes into a web page, or you click on submit, or you click on some other functionality that is present on that particular web page, so only that part will be loaded. The entire web page will not be loaded. So what happens by this is that is basically reduces the pressure on the website. It doesn't mean the pressure on the developer. It means, the web page will work very smoothly. And React's robust ecosystem, including the tools like Redux for state management and a vast collection of open source libraries. So, this provides developers with a rich set of resources. Moreover, this React is backed by Facebook. So, most important thing is React is backed by the Facebook and a large developer community, ensuring ongoing support, updates, and a wealth of learning resources, we can say. And the most important thing is the React's declarative approach to building the user interfaces simplifies the development process and making it an excellent choice for both beginners and experienced developers. As a beginner also, you can understand how to build these web pages and what is happening in the background. All these things you can understand, but the only thing is you have to give your complete interest to it. Okay, so all these factors collectively make React a powerful and pragmatic choice for web application development. So that is the reason why we use our JavaScript library, that is React JS. Okay, so we learned why would we use our React JS. So this is not only all about it. There are several uses like React.js is used to build our single paged applications, and also you can make your multi-paged applications in a single paged React application. So this might seem a complex sentence, right? So with time, while building the applications, you can understand how you can make all these multiple pages in a single paged website. So okay, those are not the very complex things, but you will understand what those things are basically doing while building the web pages. Okay, so after that, uh, I'm giving you a task to find out which websites, which are the popular websites that are built using the React.js. Okay, so just go and Google it and see on the browser that, open those websites and see how smooth those applications are, and see what the difference you find in building the web pages with just HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React.js. Okay, so you will not find major difference over there, but try to understand how different those web pages are from what we have built in the previous videos. Okay, so by that you will understand the features by yourself. Okay, so you write the React code. Okay, React JS code you write. So what is that React code? What is that? Right? That React is nothing but a JavaScript code. You write a JavaScript code itself, but that is slightly modified. Okay, that is specifically, that is a JavaScript code itself, but that is slightly modified using the library, that is React library. So here React builds upon JavaScript. The first step. Okay, you write code, and when the compilation and all those things occur in the background, so React builds up on JavaScript. And as a React developer, you will write React specific JavaScript. And after that, what happens is it will display and manages website content and UI. So first to write the React code, okay? So that React code will be converting into some JavaScript code, JavaScript specific code, not the React code you are writing. Okay, so after that conversion, some compilations and all those things occur, and finally it displays and manages website content and user interface. Okay, so here you can see that this is particularly a code we have written using our vanilla JavaScript. Vanilla JavaScript is nothing but the latest version, okay? So this is written using the JavaScript. As you already know, this is the way we write our code in the JavaScript. You can see this is a lot of code, right? But using the using our React.js, we can reduce this code not only for the different components in a single file, also when you write some part of a task, right? So for that part of a task also, you can reduce the number of lines of a code. Okay, so this is how React is very simple. Okay, then why not just JavaScript? Why not we just use JavaScript, right? When we have all those functionalities in our JavaScript, why can we just not use the JavaScript? What is the need of learning this React once again? Okay, one more thing, why do we need to learn one more thing, right? So for that, what I can say is, you know, building a JavaScript web page will take you a lot of time. That is the first thing. And after that, in the JavaScript we don't have some sort of code reusability concept. Okay, so even though we have used the concept of modules in one of the project we built, that does not increase so much of the code reusability. And also, if you use this React.js, what happens is the functionality of your web page basically increases. JavaScript gives the functionality, okay, but using the React.js, you can increase the functionality of your web page. And also, this React.js makes your web pages to run very smoothly, because it makes the reloading concept easily, because it is not, when you want to go to some sort of page, it is not reloading the entire website, right? It is just reloading some component where some changes have been applied. It is loading only the component where some changes have been applied. So for that reason, your web pages will work very smoothly. Okay, so also the concept of single paged website is the reason why we should use React.js, but why not just React.js? Okay, so for learning this React.js, I expect you all to have the basic knowledge of web development and JavaScript. Okay, so yeah, in the previous courses, like in the previous lectures of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, we have taught you a lot of things about all those topics, right? So you should have to go through all those, and you should be good at all those things to understand the React JavaScript in a better way, because here also we are coding our JavaScript, right? You should know how the functions work, and how all those, how taking the data from the forms, and how to add the functionality, all those things you should learn, because we will be using those things over here. And also you should be good at HTML and CSS, because here we will be using the concept of JSX. You will be learning it in deeply. But as the first video, I want to say that learn your HTML, learn about all the tags that we have taught. And the next thing is CSS. So for the styling, in this course we will use some CSS files itself. I may not be teaching the CSS again here, so I may just give you some file you can just copy paste it over there, because this is a React course and I don't want to teach those concepts once again here. So go through all those concepts and be thorough with that. Okay, so React is a declarative UI programming that we learned. Okay, so there are two types, that is declarative and imperative. So with React, you define the target UI states, okay, not the steps to get there. Okay, we have this concept of states. Okay, using these states we can get some data, you can transfer the data, you can update the state, and using that updated state you can choose what to display on your web page. Okay, using that particular state you can change the data that is being displayed on your web page. So and then, so these are the most important things related to our React JS. So solid foundation is the most important thing and we will be learning all of this. We have already learned what is React and why, and we will be starting up with components and JSX and all these things we will be learning in the next lectures. Okay, so learning this is very important. So after this what we will do is we will move on to some advanced concepts. Okay, so learning the advanced concepts is also very important. Okay, so let's say you want to contribute to some open source. So to contribute to the open source you should have to know all the advanced concepts, right? They will be having their project over there, they will not build their project using just this solid foundation things, right? They will have the advanced concepts also. So you should have to learn these advanced concepts also to contribute to the open source. Not only to the open source, to build your own projects that you want to keep in the resume, you should have knowledge of all these advanced concepts. Okay, so using all these things you can build a good website. And after that, creating our React projects is of basically two types, that is local setup and browser based setup. So in the local setup, what it means is, local setup means the project, whatever the React project that you are building will be stored in your computer or the laptop, whatever the device you are using, those will be stored in your local system only. Okay, like here we will be doing some installations of tools and creation of files on our system. So basically here what we are doing is we are using Visual Studio Code. So right, as you have learned all those concepts prerequisite, so you might have already downloaded, installed your Visual Studio Code also, right? We will be downloading some extensions that we need for our React. So for that, that is the local setup. And what is this browser based setups? So forget about the React, we have some online compilers, right? So there you can go and you can execute your code. You don't have to install some updated versions, you don't even have to install those softwares into your IDEs into your system, right? So those are nothing but this browser based setup. So in the React you can run your React code in a browser based setup also, so that is code sandbox. So in this you don't have to install your software or you don't have to do anything that you do over here, you can just simply run your code over here. So I would suggest to keep your projects in the local setup only, because you will be having that independency to make changes. You can use the preferred version that you want, and also it will be very good to use in the local setup. Okay, so this is all about the things that we were about to discuss in our React projects, and completely about a brief introduction to our React JS. Okay, so after this, what you should do is, if you have not installed your Visual Studio Code, install it. And after that, I will be teaching you how to install our other things like Node.js and all the extensions, other extensions that you should have to install on your Visual Studio Code. Also, you can use your different IDEs also. That completely depends on you. But I would suggest to use Visual Studio Code because of its compatibility and all those things. So be ready with your IDE. Okay. So after this, we will be learning a lot of code over there.